in Atlanta. Tip pulls up at a bar. Why? Because the bar is false representing, saying that T.I. and his son, well, indicating per the flyer, they will be in the building. And at least Tip was. Here it is.
You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Ain't nobody getting nothing going. Nothing. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on the flyer, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here. Don't play with me in this city. It's my city. Don't play with me in this city.
Yeah. Tip was involved in leading a local economic boycott of the establishment. Very peaceful, no violence happened whatsoever. In addition to that, the individual or the individuals who were involved, they seemed to have remedied the situation. But I will give you the background and the update. So T.I. has had an eventful week. So the infamous incident with his 19-year-old son, King Harris, that happened at the Falcons game. Falcons versus New Orleans, great rivalry. That went viral. The rapper and business owner has now found his next viral moment after he was caught on camera going off at the entrance of a club. And I think it was quite appropriate. In the video that was posted on social media, what you know, rapper was seen having a very loud one-sided argument with someone outside of an establishment. All right, so that's part of the narrative. So he continued, quote, ain't nobody getting nothing going, nothing. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do, ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me in mind on the MF flyer, give me everything, and if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but don't play with me in this city. This is my city. The ex-user that posted a video, Stephen Dingle, had an accompanying TikTok where he gave an explanation as to what actually went down. So here's some more detail.
Listen, this is coming live from Standing on Business at 5. Let me tell you how Atlanta folks stand on business. Y'all know Atlanta is not a real place. And y'all know we go crazy with party flyers. We always see for MLK weekend, or if something happens on social media, we use a flyer, create a flyer out of it. So y'all know the situation that happened with T.I. Tiny and their son King at the Falcons game this past Sunday. So of course, in typical Atlanta fashion, a promoter made a flyer. Here's one of the flyers right here. Folks said, but this right here is the more important flyer. I just want y'all to take note of the photo, the location, the club, 11:45, and when. This Wednesday, R&B Wednesday. So they used the situation to make this flyer. It's very important to the story. So I got word last night that apparently this flyer made it to T.I. And of course, what I'm about to say is a dramatization of what happened, because I wasn't there. But what I'm about to say did happen. So T.I. saw this flyer and said, oh, word? They want to play with me like that? That's a bit. I'll be up there in a minute. And no, this is last night, because today's Wednesday when I'm posting this, but we talking about Tuesday night. So apparently, Tip goes 11:45 to just holler at some folks to tell them, you can't play with me like this. Like, we ain't doing this one. You are not using some tomfoolery from the internet regarding me and my family, especially me and my son, and using me to promote a nightclub. We ain't doing that one. So I ain't gonna talk about what happened, what went on from there. I don't know. That part, I don't know. But what I do know is that this is the new flyer. And Tip and King will be at 11:45 tonight for R&B Wednesday.
R&B Wednesdays, yes. You see, the economic boycott, while short-lived, was effective because they're actually on a flyer and getting paid for the service as they should have been in the beginning. And I want to connect this to something because there's this required relationship, obviously, between industry and artist. And this permeates all the way to Hollywood naturally, right? Music industry, entertainment, etc. But anytime there's a level of usury, regardless of what level that comes at, and it doesn't matter who's doing it, the artist or the industry execs, promoters, you name it, it should be called out, period. Fairness has more than a place. Fairness is required when you deal with me. And it should be required when people deal with you, all right? And sometimes fairness has to be asserted. But it appears T.I. eventually worked it out. All of the issues with the lounge because, as you see, he and King were there for R&B Wednesday, all right? His other son was there as well. And King posted a story of him and his brother playing their new song, Father Like Sons. All right, it ended well, actually, I think. Rayyvana, thoughts here?
I love a story with a happy ending, and I think this one is. I'm really glad we're covering this story because it gives me an opportunity to talk about one of my favorite aspects of property law, which is publicity rights. Everybody has them. As public figures, Dr. Richey and I and T.I., of course, all have publicity rights, but even you, someone who is probably not a public figure, have publicity rights. You have the sole right to profit off of your likeness. And what was happening in this case was the club was profiting off of the likeness of T.I. as well as his son without giving them any benefit, without paying for the right to use their image or, cutting them a deal, benefiting from it and then also paying them out without creating a partnership or without getting any sort of explicit permission, which is why you saw him blow up at him, that promoter, which I think was reasonable, extremely reasonable on several levels. But what they did end up doing was coming to a solution where, it's a mutually beneficial relationship now. And they got some, just continue using the word publicity. They got some added publicity from all of this now that they're going to continue to profit off of. So it's a win-win situation at the end of the day. I'm happy to see it.
Yeah. And because the club rolled with it, you're right. They actually got a great benefit out of it at the end of the day.